is Zack Hall. I'm a freshman here at Boise State studying music education and music performance. Coming into college, I got back from my orientation to coming home to an unstable family, and parents had been fighting and stuff before and knew it was bad, but really wasn't expecting what was about to happen. I walked into the door and kind of saw things weren't right, and I talked to my mom, and I found out that my mom wanted a divorce, and my dad tried to commit suicide, and my brother found my dad on the side of the road, overdosed on pills, and it was just, whoa, you know, it's like this feeling that was just really dark. At the time, it was God. I knew God was real, but He wasn't really like part of my life. It's like, oh, God's over here, but this is my life, and this is what I'm doing, and that's what I'm gonna do, unfortunately. Things started to change when I realized where I was spiritually. It kind of just hit me one night, and I really just, tears in my eyes, just kind of got down on my knees, and just to said a simple prayer. I said, just, God, I need your help. And it was that week, a couple days later, where Billy came, and he had connected with one of my roommates before, and then just asked if I wanted to connect. And as soon as he started talking to me about what we were going to talk about, I knew, and it was like, thanks, God. It allowed me to get involved with crew and really to see where I was at and where I needed to be and where I could grow. Things that have been happening lately is I've really seen my family life turn 180 all the way around, and God, you know, like the way I saw it is like I was watching my family breaking apart and dying, and it was horrible for me. But with the same eyes that got to see that fall, God also allowed me to see it be brought back up, which was just so encouraging. I talked to my mom one day, and my mom was like, "Hey, do you want to go to church with me this Sunday?" And my parents hadn't gone to church in years, and I was like, that's cool. And I was like, so you just decided to go? And she was like, yeah, me and Dad are both going. And she said, I just felt like I needed to go back to church, and I told your dad so that he could watch the kids. And he said, well, I was going to go to church too, and ended up being that they were going to the same church, and so they just happened to go together. And at the time they were living in separate houses, so it was kind of that what really brought them back into the same house. It really encouraged me that prayer, wow, it's important, and it can help me too. And so I started praying about a lot of things. And at the time, Billy was talking to me a lot about going to this crew conference, and financially it was not a smart decision for me, but I just kept praying about it, and God really answered my prayer. In one of the newsletters sent out, there was a family that just emailed back saying, hey, I don't know whether Zach's going to a conference or not, but if he needs help financially, we'll be there to support them. And to hear that was just like, wow, God, thank you so much. When I was at conference, I was able to look at myself and look at this past semester, which was just crazy, and I was able to really just pray about it. And I spent a lot of time praying, especially for like the first 2 days. And I saw how engaged not only our campus was, but all of these other campuses across the world. It really kind of opened my eyes to what God's really doing through this organization, and it was just so cool. And I really felt God just put His hand on me, saying, "I want you to go. I want you to continue working with it." And when the summer project thing, I went up to one of the breakout sessions, and I went to Breakthrough. And when I was there, it was just this overwhelming feeling, like, go. And I was like, and you know, with everything that's happened, like, it's scary, but God, that feeling, I'm not going to ignore it. I'm going to hold on to it, and I know only good things are going to happen.